Let's all play What's My Line? And now let's meet this week's What's My Line panel. First, that supercilious clown of comedy, TV entertainer, Soupy Sales.
Thank you, Johnny Olson. Right now, it gives me a great pleasure to welcome back to the panel this week a beautiful young actress who is also the author of a brand new book called The Deceivers, which is on the bestseller list already. Would you please welcome Joanna Barnes?
I got scared because I saw
And on my left, the very handsome and very talented star of that hit musical, On a Clear Day You Can See Forever, Mr. Larry Blyden. Oh,
Thank you. I'm supported in that film by Barbara Streisand. Everybody has all kinds of favorites. There's your Francis, the talking animal. Yeah. There's Francis Langford. Yeah. And there's St. Francis of Assisi. Yeah. But of all of them, my favorite is Arlene Francis.
And here he comes, Mr. America, Wally Bruni.
It's a rather sorry state of affairs. That is true, but thank you, Arlene, and welcome all to What's My Line. Larry and Joanna, delightful to have you with us this week.
Thank you.
Soup, it's always good to see you.
It's a pleasure to see you, Mr. Bruni.
Mr. Bruni.
That's what Arlene said, Wally Bruni.
Wally Bruni.
I thought maybe you'd change your name so you could get into this business.
This has to be Monday if it's starting off like this, but things are going to continue to be funny, we hope. So, are you ready, good group?
Yeah.
Well, our first challenger, enter and sign in, please. Margaret Toms. Is it Miss Toms?
Miss.
Miss Toms, where are you from?
Miami Lakes, Florida.
In Florida.
Right.
Okay. Panel, may I tell you that Margaret Toms performs a service. And now let's show the audience just what her line is. May I remind you, please, it's a service you're after, panel, and we'll begin with Soupy.
Thank you, Wally. Miss Toms, this service, is it a service that is done for humans rather than animals?
No.
One down, Joanna Barnes.
When you perform this service, are these animals four-legged animals?
Yes.
Are they in the equine family?
No. Well, since I know what family they are in, but I'm not sure what the equine family
That's
is.
horses.
And the horses, two down, Larry.
This animal that you're working with, Miss Toms, is it a domesticated animal?
Yes.
Is it smaller than a horsey?
No.
It is not smaller than a horsey.
Which way?
Which way in
You
terms
mean like
of
in height or something like that, right?
weight, just general dimensions.
Oh, in weight?
Yeah.
Wait, no.
No. That's three down, Arlene.
So it weighs as much as a horse, That's what we've just decided. Does it have a long neck?
What is a long neck? You mean like a giraffe?
This girl I used to go back with in Huntington, West Virginia. Used to go out for about 3 hours. It was a long neck.
You mean like a giraffe, Arlene?
I do mean like a giraffe.
Like a
yes.
giraffe is four down. Soupy?
Okay. Did we establish that it was a four-legged animal?
Yes.
And you said that it sometimes could be bigger than a horse?
Yes.
Would it, by any chance, would you be an elephant girl?
No.
5 down, Joanna.
Does this animal ever perform in a circus?
No.
6 down, Larry.
I want my mommy. I have no, it never performs in a circus, and it is a domesticated animal.
I've never seen it.
I have never seen one in a circus.
You've never seen one in a circus?
No.
All right. Is it an animal that ranges?
You
that
mean
lives on a range?
that eats grass and things like that?
Yeah, grazes and ranges.
Yes, it grazes.
Okay. So could you say loosely that it's in the cattle family?
Yes.
Okay. Is it something other than a cow?
No.
7 down, Arlene.
What I was thinking of was buffalo,
that
actually.
was a soupy sales.
That was a soupy sales question.
Okay,
What I had
Arlene.
in mind was buffalo, actually. You never
So
know.
that whatever your service is, it's performed with or on a cow.
Yes.
Is it, you aren't a milkmaid by any chance?
No.
No, that is not what she is. 8 down, Soupy. It's a service she performs for a cow.
Soupy, don't say it.
Let's see. All right, it's a service with a cow. She doesn't milk the cow. You can lead a cow to water.
No, that's a horse.
It's a horse, but if you can lead a cow to water, and that isn't anything, but if you can get him to float on his back, then you got something. What does she do with a cow? She's
She's a cowgirl, right?
no, she's a, I don't know. What does she do? She cuts their hair.
9 down, Joanna Barnes.
Well, do you somehow keep cows clean? Are you a cow washer of some
That's
kind?
it.
They take their cows to the cow wash.
That's right. Margaret is indeed a cow washer. She works as a cow washer and really as a milker also for the Graham Dairy Company in Miami Lakes, Florida. But there are 2 occupations, really. You have to wash a cow.
You should have said at least that I was half milked.
Now
It
I'll
was
say
the
you're...
machine that milks it, though.
See, but the
Yeah.
machine itself milks the cows, so they don't hand milk them.
Right.
Any longer. But you're also a student, aren't you,
I see,
Margaret?
she's some
Right now, University of Florida.
I see. So you do this, what, in sort of the
I
summertime?
did it over the summer, all summer.
Right.
Can I ask
Well,
a question?
surely.
How does one get into cow washing?
You have a daddy that has an in.
Oh,
I think Daddy
Yeah.
owns the
Well, he's president of a dairy company.
I see. So he arranged... How many cows do you milk and wash a day?
At one time over the summer, we were up to, one week it was 736 a day. It's
Wow.
And this is just at one parlor. It's a big operation.
And that's no bull.
No, it's all cows. Well, Margaret, thank you so much. We enjoyed having you on What's My Line.
Thank you.
Did you say goodbye to the family? What's My Line will continue right after this word.
Thanks.
At Geico, we work 24 hours a day. Fortunately, we're equipped for the job. Geico, a 15-minute call could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Am I on? Geico Direct could save you hundreds of dollars on car insurance. Result?
Smaller bill.
Geico, a 15-minute call could save you 15% or more.
What makes your adrenaline rush? What makes it pump? What makes it zoom? Whatever it is, New Sure Advantage will keep you dry. New Sure Advantage, adrenaline strength for the adrenaline power with the highest level of protection you can buy. Nothing is stronger. That's the advantage to new adrenaline strength Sure Advantage.
For prescription strength pain relief without a prescription, take Extra Strength Bayer. It's as powerful on tough pain as prescription Tylenol with codeine. Bayer, powerful pain relief and so much more.
For red, dry eyes,
Try Clear Eyes. It removes redness and has an ingredient to moisturize. Wow. The difference is clear. Clear Eyes.
Summer is a game played in teams. And when the taste of ripe berries joins good old-fashioned lemonade, it's something to cheer about. Raspberry lemonade from Country Time, the official sponsor of summer.
Hi, I'm Alan Thicke, host of All New Three's a Crowd. I love getting letters from ex-contestants. Dear Alan Thickehead, this won't be good. I went on your show with my wife and ex-girlfriend. Now they're getting engaged. I guess 3 really is a crowd.
A different kind of contestant for a different kind of show. All New Three's a Crowd premieres August 21st only on Game Show Network.
Ain't love grand?
Thank you, Johnny Olson. We're off to a good start, and right down to the wire, Joanna, but you were able to guess her occupation. Let's see how well you do with our next one. So will you enter and sign in, please? Elman Falkenberg. Mr. Falkenberg, where are you from?
Washington, D.C.
All right, panel, before we discuss Mr. Falkenberg's occupation, Johnny Olson has a very refreshing drink for you. Johnny?
Oh. Oh, do we do it? Thank you very much. I'm very nervous about it. I'm always so
Now,
nervous.
panel, may I suggest that you please...
I'm on the wagon.
That you
Go
please...
on.
Panel, may I suggest that you please take a sip of your drinks. Now, there is something unusual about those drinks, and let's show the audience just what it is. But please take a sip. Now, may I tell you that Mr. Falkenberg packages and sells commercially the product that makes your drinks unusual. And we'll begin the game with Arlene Francis.
Pow! No. Does your product, whatever it is, purify water in some way?
No. One down, Soupy.
In this drink, Mr. Falkenberg, is what you do have anything to do with the ice?
Yes, it does.
Oh, there's more? Oh, let's see.
What's unusual about the ice?
Is it synthetic?
No. 2 down, Joanna Barnes.
You said it made possible something about the drinks, what he does.
No. I think Soupy is on the right track. It has
It's
something
the
to
ice.
do with the ice.
Yeah, it's to do,
Yes.
to do with the ice. Do you, in any fashion, transport ice in some new way? Or, preserve it, that's what I mean.
No,
No.
not in a new way.
No. 3 down, Larry.
I got some ice in my mouth. If I bite on it, am I going to be in trouble?
I don't think so.
You're right, I'm not. Listen, this ice has a lot of bubbles in it. Is that indicative of something to do with your product or process?
Well, let's see. Yes, that is pertinent to this particular product. It's a peculiarity of the ice.
How do I ask this so that I get the right answer and don't get a no? Is the presence of bubbles in this ice in any way beneficial?
Not beneficial, just unusual.
What happened to me then?
Well, you're still on.
Okay. I assume that this ice will melt.
Indeed.
Is the ice treated in some way so that it feeds off into the water?
No.
That's 4 down, Arlene.
Do the bubbles in the ice mean that air, in some way, is held captive and expands into a cube that really was quite small in the beginning, but the air fills it? I'm not, as you can easily tell, a chemistry major, but...
Well, I would assume that because it does have air bubbles in it, that its volume might be expanded slightly. However, this is not the primary thing you're after. What we're really seeking is, where do you think this ice originates?
Oh, where does the ice come from, you mean? Well, an igloo. No. It comes from the water faucet. I don't know where it comes from. Does it
Okay,
come
would you
from
like-
wait a minute. Does it come from a special place? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I think it's sort of special, yes.
All right. It comes from something other than a freezing box or a refrigerator.
Yes.
So that this ice can be made inside of a package of some kind.
No. 5 down. Does anyone have a guess?
Is it from the North Pole?
Alaska or something.
Well, it could be.
Close.
But, all right, I'm going to flip all the cards first and declare Mr. Falkenberg a winner and tell you that the ice in your glasses is part of an iceberg that's 100,000 years old.
Well, I said from North Pole. I just said that. I just said that.
An iceberg?
Yeah.
I didn't hear you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Pinky swear.
But Mr. Falkenberg is president and founder of Redax International Incorporated, which is in the business of harvesting these 100,000-year-old icebergs to be packaged and sold as ice cubes in the frozen food section of your supermarkets. Now, I know many of the people in our audience, in fact, probably most of them, have never really seen an iceberg close up. So you're about to right now. May we have the iceberg, please? Lloyd, would you open the curtains? Now, this is actually a chunk from an iceberg, right?
Yes, this is a genuine piece of iceberg from Greenland.
And what does this piece weigh?
This is about 1,000 pounds.
Now, you tell me that there are many advantages to using iceberg ice in a drink.
Well, this ice is very interesting in that it does have millions of trapped bubbles which act as an insulation, and the ice therefore melts about 40% slower than regular ice and dilutes the drink 40% less than average ice.
Well, how do you get this?
Well, we send fishermen way out in the sea, and they climb aboard these massive icebergs and hack off big chunks. Incidentally, this is the kind of ice which sank the Titanic.
Right.
And they hack off these large pieces, and then they carry it to the fisheries on shore, and then they crush it and bag it there in 2-pound bags for people
Lloyd,
in
have
cocktails.
we seen the picture of the big iceberg yet, where this thing comes from? Did we show it? There we are.
The icebergs are enormous, and the one probably on the right-hand side would be 300 to 400 feet in height, with millions upon millions of 2-pound bags within it.
And I understand still the biggest part of the iceberg is underneath the water.
Yes, 4/5 is beneath the water.
Yes, questions?
Well, Soupy and I wanted to know, Wally, if it comes from the ocean water, why isn't the ice salty?
Well, because this is fresh water, and the flow is outward into the sea.
Oh, I see. Thank you.
And really, Joanna, this is so pure that you don't have to do anything to it at all.
Well, this is pre-pollution ice, probably some of the purest substance on Earth.
And it's totally without treatment or anything else.
That's right. The only thing is, when you put it in a glass, it talks to you because these bubbles explode, and you can hear them if you listen carefully.
So for those of you who like to have a Coke alone, why, there you go. Yes. Mr. Falkenberg, thank you so much.
It's been a pleasure.
Enjoyed you on What's My Line.
Thank you so much.
Say goodbye to the panel. We'll be back to meet our mystery guest as What's My Line continues.
I love working here. It's exciting, feeling like we're changing things for the better. At Zurich Direct, there are no surprises. You call us and we give you a free quote on high-quality term life insurance with no strings attached. And these rates are up to 70% less than what some other insurers charge. I mean, why pay more than you have to?
Hi, thank you for calling Zurich Direct. This is Wendy. How may I help you?
It really is simple.
Well, Mr. Madden, you're 42 in good health and you don't smoke? That's great. A 10-year, $250,000 policy is just $23 a month, and your rate is guaranteed.
Everybody has questions when they call in. They want to know they're doing business with the right company. You'd be amazed how many letters we get from people just saying thanks.
Well, you can choose a 5, 10, 15, or 20.
Coverage can start in just a few
Sure, I
weeks.
can help you with that. I'll just...
Absolutely. I think everyone should call Zurich Direct. But then again, I'm probably a little partial.
Call 1-888-557-TURN. Zurich Direct, a unit of Zurich Kemper Life.
Lever 2000. Because one person wants soft feeling skin, and another great smelling skin, and another clean skin. And they're all in your family. Lever 2000 for all your family's 2,000 parts.
Question: can Imodium really change your life? Well, you might still find yourself trapped in the bathroom, pulling into every rest stop, stuck on the sidelines, or having one of those days when you just can't leave the house. Isn't it time to feel like you again? Imodium AD safely, gently relieves diarrhea, often in just one dose. Imodium AD. Restore yourself.
Match game fashion tip number 14. Lapels, the wider the better. Match game, tastefully fun, tonight at 9 p.m. and 1 a.m. Eastern.
Now, once again, we have reached that very special part of What's My Line panel, the time we meet our mystery guest. Are the blindfolds in place?
They certainly are.
All right, mystery challenger, will you enter and sign in, please? Now, panel, you know the rules very well. It will be one question at a time. I'll give you 3 minutes to try and establish the identity of our mystery guest, and we'll begin with Larry Blyden.
Okay, are you a lady?
Yes, I am.
Arlene.
Well, that's a lovely speaking voice. Are you best known for your work in the theater?
Yes, I am. Well, could be, yes.
Soupy.
Are you appearing on Broadway? Right, presently.
In New York or on Broadway?
Oh, we have to distinguish between, when I say Broadway, I'm thinking of the legitimate theater. Let me phrase it. Are you in a legitimate play?
Yes, I am.
Joanna?
Is this play off Broadway?
Yes, it is.
Larry?
Is this play a serious play rather than a comedy?
A serious play.
Yes.
Arlene?
Is it a two-character play?
No, it isn't.
Soupy?
When you say off-Broadway, you mean it's an off-Broadway theater?
Yes.
Yeah.
Joanna?
I thought he was just recapping my question. This is a serious play, and it's off-Broadway.
Oh.
I don't know what you know, but I don't know it.
Would you like to pass?
I'll pass, yes.
Larry?
Is this in a theater south of 14th Street?
Oh, my gosh.
Yes.
Arlene?
Oh, my gosh.
Is there any music at all in this play?
A little. We wouldn't call it music.
All right. Soupy?
She's got to be the fantastic Zoe Caldwell.
No, I'm not.
Does anyone have a guess? Take off your blindfolds and meet Ruby Dee.
Isn't she in Lena?
Oh, and what fantastic reviews you've had in
Greatest
that show.
reviews.
Oh.
Yes.
And am I saying it correctly? It's like Busman, isn't it? Or
It's
Boozman?
Busman and Lena.
That's what I was
Boozman
thinking
and
of when I said two-character. I haven't seen it, but I thought that we're just those two people in the play.
No, there are 3 of us.
Ah, that's where I
Of course,
was
Ruby's
led
co-starring
astray.
with James Earl Jones.
And
Yes,
Zaitz
I
Mackay,
know.
Yes.
And
Congratulations on the reviews.
Well, weren't they terrific?
Oh, tremendous.
I think one that I read said the two of you were the 2 greatest performances they had ever seen in a New York theater.
Yes, yes, and our director, John Barry, was very pleased with it. It was an effort that we weren't sure how it would turn out,
Well, is there a message in the play?
Yes, it's one of those plays that's written in several layers. It's really on the surface a story about a man and his wife, but it goes into many layers. It's by Ethel Fugard, the South African playwright.
Right.
Yeah.
And a most exciting and challenging thing to do.
Well, you're not the only one that's doing extremely well in the family at the moment. Husband Ossie
Yes,
Davis
oh,
is
yes.
leaving his mark too.
Yes, this is our season. Cotton Comes to Harlem is doing very well at the box office, and so is Pearlie, the musical.
Yes.
Right.
And so we feel very fortunate.
Well, Ruby, we're delighted that you're in the theater, and I think the reviews, if anyone deserves them, the 2 of you, James Earl Jones and yourself, certainly do for Boozman and Lena. And thank you so much for being with us.
Well, thank you for inviting me.
Ruby Dee.
Would you say goodbye to the panel, Ruby?
Goodbye.
that over to
What's My Line will continue right after this word.
Did you know that nearly 1/3 of women over 40 have occasional bladder control problems? There's something else that a lot of women like me know about. Poise pads with a special absorbent material inside called Dry Touch. It holds 10 times its weight in fluid, locks it into a gel, and turns it into a dry fluff. Poise takes wetness away and keeps you drier. Helps prevent odor, too. A lot of us share your problem. With Poise, you can share our solution.
Women everywhere are throwing away the most amazing product to come along in years, and their skin looks better for it. New Olay Daily Facials Cleansing Cloths. Every day with one textured cloth, you get superior cleansing, improved skin condition, revealing a naturally smooth complexion. Of course, you'll also have to throw away your traditional notions about cleansing. New Olay Daily Facials, proven to cleanse and exfoliate like a facial.
You mean I don't have to touch it? Nope. No rubber gloves, no dripping brush? Nope. Over a month without a scrub? Wow.
Introducing Vanish Brush Free, the new easy way to clean your toilet bowl. Just a quick spray a day and the active foam does the rest. It cleans and leaves a protective layer that prevents gunk buildup. Look at the difference. Nice, huh?
Looks like we'll never be in this position again.
New Brush Free from Vanish. Now that's clean. SC Johnson, a family company.
What would our tarot readers tell you?
Don't let yourself get too involved with this man.
Why not?
He's had a problem with another woman. After she dumped him, he started harassing her and she had to call the police. He was stalking her.
I can't believe it.
Ask him if he's ever been to upstate New York. That's where it happened.
Oh my God. He just moved here from Buffalo.
The magician card would indicate that your husband is a doctor. Am I right?
Yes, you are. Are you guessing? I mean, how could you know that?
The Six of Swords and the Lover's cards are clear. She was spending the weekend with another guy in the Florida Keys. He's a scuba instructor.
That's her best friend, Joe.
They're a lot more than friends, Richard, and they were doing much more than just diving.
Don't miss this opportunity to receive your own free tarot reading. Why wait any longer when you can call right now for free?
1-800-994-7262. Stick around. Survey says great game show. Family Feud is up next, followed by Bill Cullen on Hot Potato, then by a vowel from Pat and Vanna on Wheel of Fortune.
Well, Joanna Barnes, since you were on our panel the last time, I see you have a brand new book on the bookshelves, The Deceivers, a novel
Yes.
by Joanna Barnes. Can you tell us a bit about it?
Well, I can tell you that we're thrilled. There's been a printing of 30,000 copies, and it's going like gangbusters, and the New York Times was nice enough to give us a good review. It concerns a death that happens at a Hollywood party, and for various reasons, the people involved don't tell everything they know. And I'm delighted to see it doing well, you know, because you spend a long time writing them, and it's kind of rewarding when nice things happen.
Is it sort of a mystery?
Not in that sense, no. It's a straight novel. But there is an element of mystery about it.
Now, this is your second book, but your
Yes,
first
it
one
is.
was not a novel, was
The first one was nonfiction. This was the first fiction piece
it?
that I've done.
Well, is it more difficult to write fiction, you think?
Well, not really, no, because then you're really playing God, and if you say so-and-so broke down and cried, who's going to dispute you? Whereas in nonfiction, when you're writing facts, you have to check
I have
everything.
to interrupt and say thank you, and we're delighted to have you, Joanna Barnes.
Thanks.
We certainly are.
I don't know what the score was today. What, 1 out of 3? That's the way we like to keep it going, too.
All week.
long. All week long, no better than 1 out of 3. And so I guess since you met, you know, the prescribed prescription for what we'd like to see the panel stumped every day, you may join us tomorrow. And I hope you will also, please, for What's My Line?
Survey said.
Family Feud. Sounds like fun, doesn't it? Today at 5:30 Eastern, 2:30 Pacific on Game Show Network. It's Time to register to play our interactive game shows. Call 1-800-537-GAME. It's fast, it's fun, and it's free. You only have to register once to play forever on Game Show Network.